This is a conditions update for the South Rockies, Lizard Range, and Flathead areas for March 20th. Our week started with some of the best riding conditions we've experienced all winter. The weekend storm, which started off as rain on Saturday, deposited between 40 to 70 centimeters of new snow by Monday morning. This resulted in a widespread storm slab avalanche problem and high avalanche danger. We chose to stay in low-angle terrain and avoided overhead exposure from avalanche terrain. Near Corbin, in an area called Rain Gauge, a party of sledders were enjoying the fresh snow when they remotely triggered this size 2.5 storm slab from 20 meters away on adjacent terrain. No one was caught in the slide. The fracture line was over 1 meter deep in some spots due to wind loading during the storm. This group of sledders made the right choice deciding to stay off of big slopes that day and had a fun time boondocking in open trees and low-angle terrain. It didn't take long for the sun to come out and freezing levels to rise to ridgetop. This turned the fresh powder into the consistency of mashed potatoes, spoiling the riding quality. The moist snow resulted in loose, wet avalanches on sunny slopes and lower elevations. During the warmest part of the day, Tom was able to ski cut this loose, wet avalanche on a small test slope. The moistened storm snow was sliding easily on the old surface crust. On bigger slopes, we noticed natural loose wet avalanches up to size 2. We headed higher to find drier snow on shaded aspects. It was there that we encountered the next avalanche problem. Isolated wind slabs and cornices were building due to the strong westerly winds. The good news was that the settling storm snow had had a few days to bond to old surfaces and was no longer reactive, allowing us to enjoy higher elevation terrain like Avalanche Alley near Corbin, without having to worry about a widespread storm slab avalanche problem. A surprise rain event up to 1,800 meters on Thursday kicked us back into spring conditions. Lower elevations lack almost any snow up to 1,500 meters. However, up high, around 2,000 meters, conditions are still somewhat wintry with 15 centimeters of new snow. What happens next will be very dependent on the coming weather. At this time of year, we can bounce between spring and winter-like conditions within a matter of hours or within a few hundred meters of elevation. We plan to avoid steep, sun-exposed slopes, especially if the snow is moist or wet, and when transitioning onto ridgetops, we will try to avoid pockets of wind-loaded snow. The Avalanche Bulletin at avalanche.ca will keep you up to date on the latest mountain weather forecast, travel advice, and danger ratings.